Stop AI stealing the show. Lessons to be learnt. Is there any point in fighting the good cause, the great campaign, when the battle and the war is probably already lost?
Nigel Cecil, calling things out.
Hello, Chuckabutties. Welcome. Thank you for joining me, Nigel Cecil. Regular viewers will know, invariably assisted by my very good friend Hilary. But for this particular video, Hilary and moi are somewhat saddened about the caption. We don't like publishing it at all. But when we're discussing things on your behalf, we try to reflect your comments, views, observations, and questions. So, equity, stop AI stealing the show. Lessons to be learnt. Is there any point in fighting the good cause, the great campaign, when the battle and the war is probably already lost? Many of you may be aware that when it comes to artificial intelligence, generative AI, all the information is data scraped. It's taken from actors performing on stage, in front of the camera, on film, wherever it's recorded, wherever it appears. Even if you post something on Facebook, it's data scraped. And so artificial intelligence is using all that information, and the creatives, the script writers, the performers, the entertainers are getting no recognition for what they have created. Is that fair?
No.
But what can we do about it? And hereby hangs the big question, because all the politicians are talking the talk and pretending to walk the walk, but are they really? And now Tilly Norwood, this generative AI-created actor, is showing the way artificial intelligence is going. The creator is saying, well, of course it's artistic, it's a creation. I'm not meaning to put anyone out of work. But of course, the unions representing the actors, and indeed many celebrities are saying, oi, you're pinching, you're data scraping what we've created. Well, when you look at Tilly Norwood, it's a sort of a Princess Catherine creation, isn't it, in some way? So have they data scraped Princess Catherine? This is the problem. Identifying where the information has come from. Now, lessons to be learnt. You see, back in the 80s, it was synthesizers were going to put all musicians out of work. We had a record banned by the Musicians' Union because they wouldn't allow synthesized players to join. But then a couple of years later, it was here, there, and everywhere. Did it put musicians out of work? No. It just altered the way the public, they perceived entertainment. As we've said, the public aren't really bothered about where the entertainment comes from, as long as it's entertaining and as long as they can afford it. So where does it leave us now? The politicians going to help, equities talking to the politicians, talking to the government. So they are in America. But on the record here in the United Kingdom, the Labour government has said they want turbocharged artificial intelligence. Are they going to be bothered about actors? Not a cat in hex chance. We have to come up with something to protect ourselves, which is why we, some months ago, came up with the logo. A logo to say, if you see this logo, it's live, it's real. Because everyone appreciates live. It's the live experiences that stick with us. So when we look at what's going on, the amendments in the House of Lords in the United Kingdom made to protect copyright, what happened to them? Slung aside by the government. Oh, well, of course, we'll have to look at it. We'll have to consider it. But are they? No. And then Rishi Sunak, only a few months ago, you got in touch with us and said, have you spotted Rishi Sunak, the former Prime Minister, is actually researching artificial intelligence. Are they going to look after us? And some of you filled in the form. Then what was announced today, Rishi Sunak has joined Microsoft, their artificial intelligence arm, as an advisor. Now, come on. Do we really think the politicians are going to do anything really to protect the copyright, what we've created as actors, scriptwriters, performers, entertainers? No, Elton John may shout as much as they like, and we welcome it, to say it's criminal to rip off what we are creating. But if this goes on YouTube now, is someone going to data scrape me? Well, no, they're not interested, but of course, they could well do something like that. So what are the protections for artists, for performers? Will the politicians actually put their hands up and say, we will protect you? Or is it all going to be walking the walk, talking the talk, but doing nothing? It's also the anniversary today of Margaret Thatcher saying, this lady's not for turning. You turn if you want to. Will anyone turn in government, any of the political parties? Sir Keir Starmer, Kemi Badenoch, Ed Davey, Nigel Farage, and say, we will look after the copyright, we will defend the copyright of creatives? Disappointingly, the probable answer is no. We need to come together. A logo to identify what's live. Try to achieve the possible. Because whilst we hesitate to say it, don't we, Hillary? We're saddened to say it, but our experience with synthesizers and being banned by the MU because they were going to put everyone out of work, when a few years later, synthesizers were everywhere, and have musicians been put out of work? Where are we now? So, equity. Generative AI. Stop AI stealing the show. How? Why? When? Can we stop the politicians from walking the walk, talking the talk, and doing nothing? So with that thought, do let us know what you think by getting in touch with our usual email address. And of course, for us, I'll lean over. Oh, it's fell over. But there you go. You can tell now it's live and in person. We've got our iconic logo to say, when you see this logo, it's live and in person. No generative AI. Equity. Stop AI stealing the show. Chakabatis, as we've mentioned equity in this video, to all art is good work, to all workers good art, and to everyone equity. And naturally, in showbiz, never forget to keep your fingers crossed. Professional solidarity, comrades.
Nigel Cecil, calling things out.